Okay, so we're going to talk about input and output tables again, except we're going to talk about finding rules, okay? Rules for input and output tables. You could see it through the back. Dude, this paper is thin, bro. Okay, so let's say I have an input and output table. Okay, this will be input, and this would be output. Okay, and the input and output goes like this. 1, and then 6, 2, and then 7, 3, and then 8, and then 4, and then 9. So what is the rule for this? Well, let's see. It seems to be increasing, right? And for everyone this increases, everyone this increases. So it's adding something. Okay? It's adding something. So we could say, well, the input's gonna go in. This will represent the input number. And we're gonna add a number to it to get the output. And that number is going to be the difference, since we're adding something, it's going to be the difference, like how much should we add in between this? Well, let's take the difference between 6 and 1. Well, that's 5. Okay, now let's take the difference between 7 and 2. Well, that's 5 again. And let's take the difference between 8 and 3. That's 5. Oh, wait, that's 5. 8 and 3 is 5. 4 and 9. 9 minus 4 equals 5. So it seems that we put our input number and then we add 5 to get our output number. We'll just use that to represent our output number. So this would be the rule. We would say you add 5 to the input number to get that output number. Okay. What about with difference? What about an input number like this? What about input and output like this? 20 and 17. Okay. 19 and 16, 18 and 15 and 17 and 14. Well, what's the rule for this? Well, it's getting lower. Whenever I put a 20 in here, it dropped down to 3. Whenever I put 19 in here, it dropped down to 16. So we could say, well, it's subtracting. It's subtracting a certain number from the input numbers to get a lower number. And we could say find the amount that it's subtracting by taking the difference between these. If we take the difference between these, we'll get the space in between and that will show us how much it's subtracting. So we'll say the rule would be, okay, well, you put the input number, this represents the input number, and then we're going to subtract a certain number from it. Okay, so we'll say 20 minus 17, that equals 3. 19 minus 16, that equals 3. 18 minus 15, that equals 3. And 17 minus 14, that equals 3. All right, so the rule would be 3. We're subtracting 3. So 20 minus 3 would be 17. So we're subtracting 3 to get the output number. And that's the rule for this one. And that's, generally speaking, how you would find the rules for addition and subtraction input-output tables. Okay, bye. Sounds cool.